crypto market because of many things. Firstly, that economical news regarding the Trump administration about tariff in China and goods in America and Canada. Then you have the European leaders that surely want to start a war with Russia for some reason that I couldn't explain. So there is a lot of speculation in that way. And regarding the Bitcoin price, so we will look at it and we will see why I think that we are going to break the 80k K support, and why I think that we are going to touch the 73 or 72k at least for the next maybe few weeks, if it's not months, because here it's a daily time frames. So within 1 month period of time, we could easily see another low on Bitcoin. So I will show you on my chart, and after that we are going to do things differently for this session, for this live stream session, as the market is pretty volatile, and as Bitcoin is probably going to dump. I will not do a chart analysis session this time. We will work on live signal, and maybe more likely short-term outlook live signal. So it will be H1, H4 maximum for today. So we will scroll many altcoins, and I will teach you my strategy and on the safest way about how to trade this market. First of all, you have to look at the volume, because if an altcoin has very low volume or very low volume on the order book, it means that very few people can manipulate the price, and it's pretty risky to trade it. So more volume you have, and I learned it with time and with my strategy, especially on ICHIMOKU. So the more volume an asset has, the easier is, and the better the psychology is reflect on the market. So it means that your technical analysis will have more probability to win if you trade an asset with big volume. Okay, so it doesn't make sense to trade with ICHIMOKU TA or whatever TA you do. It doesn't make sense to trade a coin if two people can manipulate the price by buying with maybe 10k or xk of volume. So I will teach you about this, and first confirm that you can see my chart clearly, hear me loudly, and then we can start with the Bitcoin price. As you saw recently, I called exactly for this dump to happen. I love to review my lines each stream, and each time you can see that my accuracy is almost on point. Of course, I can have some failure, but if you scroll my page and if you follow my lines, more than 80% of cases I'm right on my chart. So the last stream, I think we were on this side, on this range box, and I called for it to be break up. It's important to review why we fail and why we success. I review thousands of my failure and thousands of good calls, so that's why I managed to put out the mistakes I made, and in that way my win rate can only increase over time. Okay, so that's why it's very important, and that's why experience for me is the most important things you can teach and you can learn from trading, because you can of course take 10 position blindly and win 10 times, but over years no one can do that and be profitable every day. Okay, so let's review it was the 20 February. Okay, I will show you around the 20 February. Up. That's pretty important to review our failure, as I said. So Bitcoin, yeah, PP, BTC, okay, yeah, as you can see, I think it's this one. I like to review my daily and weekly outlook. So for my follower currently, every day I post my insight on Bitcoin. Okay, so every day I share my medium term view, H4 daily maximum and H1, and every week I update the macro time frame view. And you can scroll my page each time almost. I'm right, because I give time to the market to react, and I zoom on the bigger pictures. Okay, so here we were, yeah, this is exactly what happened. Look, insane. Yeah, and I called for up, it moved even lower. I called for it. I shared a macro time frame view where I called for the 78k to be touched, but as you can see here, it was we was the 25 February. Okay, so if you review this chart, yeah, so this range box has been broken down as expected. Okay, so you have everything on my page, and I called, yeah, the 87k was a big level around that box. Yeah, so if we zoom now, okay, so let's analyze the Bitcoin chart on the, let's say, I don't like to say macro time frame, because for me macro time frames is more like long-term investment, so it can take years or multi months. Okay, but it's just a medium-term outlook, more likely, let's say 3 months. Okay, 3 months maximum overview. So what to say for Bitcoin? First, let's zoom at the monthly outlook. Okay, so what happened on the monthly? ICHIMOKU, as you can see, it's totally underrated because so few people are using it. But if you look carefully at ICHIMOKU, and if you know it, it's very easy to, if you are patient, to win, because it gives you the most accurate support and resistances, especially if you zoom on the larger time frame. So here we are on the monthly view, as you can see. So we have the lagging span and the prices above all ICHIMOKU components. I will not explain again and again, because you can scroll my live stream page on Binance Square and YouTube. Okay. Yeah, I will explain co-analysis if you want, if you ask after Bitcoin. Yeah, can you please write on YouTube or on Binance if everything is clear, if the song is loud, and if you can see my pages, my screen, sorry, with a good, how do you say, with clearly, I mean. So here we are bullish on the macro time frames. Okay, so the main trend remain bullish. If you zoom on the monthly view, that's the first big point to know and to zoom. Here you have a big space between the 10 candle June, and this space is larger than the one we have on the SSA and SSB level. So that's why I explained, because the last month, if you review my live stream, I explained, and I was totally right to say that the 106,000K will be surely a local top, and we are going to see a correction. This is a normal way, because from the last huge pump, Bitcoin made a 600% pump. So there is a time where people are taking profit, and where pure prices remain highly overbought. Sometimes it can consolidate above support for some months, for some weeks, then we are going to explode because of the accumulation phase. But when you know your line, and when I know my TA, I warned you because I know that there was more than 80% of chance to see this dump, and it happened. Okay, so currently we found prices found support on the monthly Tenkan. Exactly, we saw a perfect bounce. So this level will be very important for the next few weeks. This is the Tenkan, okay? Here, so this support, if it hold, this will be very good for the bulls, because if we are going to see a consolidation here, it means that as we are bullish on the macro time frames, the bull trend will surely continue, okay? Lower support that you must give a look is at this open drive here around 70 and 71, maybe let's say 73 if we dezoom on the weekly. So for me, I'm still expecting a dump toward the middle of this area and the highest point of the SSA here before to see another big pump. So on the weekly, as you can see again, this is still pretty bullish because the Kijun still moving upward. We tested 2 times and closed far above the Kijun. Okay, so this is a bullish retest if you only zoom at these time frames. What to say, the weekly candle will also be very important because currently we have a range zone, so prices can move sideways between these zones. So that's why you have a lot of shit show and uncertainty in the altcoin market with that volatility, because keep in mind that Bitcoin is a multi-billion dollars asset. So you can imagine that a 15% move in a week engage some multi-billion on the order book, and it can create a fear on both sides. So that's why you have a lot of volatility and many altcoins, and that's why the fear is very strong during this period also. So if you zoom at the yellow box here, this is the neutral area I called for. That was a very good bullish candle here, bullish pin bar candle. It was a huge bull trap here. If I remember, it was because of Trump announced tariff news. So the market is following especially the Nasdaq, the S&P, the tech action, the tech stocks, and Trump news. It's very correlated. But honestly, regarding the context, the actual economical context, I don't think that it's ready to break above this level. So currently, I see a range zone between 95k, let's say 95 will be the biggest point to watch on, and 82. Okay, so as long as a Bitcoin, in my strategy, as long as Bitcoin price is ranging between this zone, my strategy remain to book profit, to book my gain quicker, and to only scalp or take swing position in altcoin. And of course, you can do DCA on your favorite project, but invest with confidence. And we are not aware, for me to see this on the medium terms. I think that this level will be the key point, the new key support to watch on. Of course, prices can move lower if this not hold, but for now, I think that we are going to test this level before to see another high. Let's see why more in detail. If you look at the daily view also, on the daily view, we are clearly we flipped bearish the last few days. Currently, the price remain up below the main downtrend. So as long as this downtrend is in place, Bitcoin price can still follow the main downtrend and dump. But if we look at the last candles. Currently we are neutral. Okay, you have also a big support zone at 89. So in my opinion, yeah, we are going to maybe retest the 89, and the bullish reaction here will for me determine the next big move. So we can easily retest once again the 95, or yeah, going to retest the 82. So you have two magnet level to be taken into account here: the 95, 94.5, and the 82. And I'm pretty sure that it can be this level might be the 50% fib. Yeah, it's almost the 50% fib area. So the 88.5, 89 will be also a big support to watch on for the coming hours. Up, I put it here. But if you see a Bitcoin price consolidate below this level, then we might see a test of the 82. And if there is a bullish reaction, strong bullish reaction here, then it will surely range in the upper part above this support. So this is important to understand. For now, there is no direction, so the only speculation we can work on is to find higher or lower support that could be tested within few days, few weeks. But if you trade the short term, there is no reason for you to start to short, to FOMO into short position now, because we can still see something like that, or maybe something like that. The short-term price is very unstable. Okay, you should understand it. What I showed you is the possibility, the probability that we have to test, in my opinion, lower support. But this area could act as a neutral phase, neutral zone for many days. So be careful, because altcoins are going to move up and down as long as Bitcoin is moving inside this zone. Okay, so what you can do is to maybe give a look at the level I mentioned, and long on support and short at resistance. Okay, and then we are going to see together how to trade altcoin with ICHIMOKU strategy. Okay, so before, let's give a look at the short time frames outlook on Bitcoin. So as I know that the main trend is bearish, and as I know that we are neutral, there is more chance to see bearish rejection at resistances. You understand the principle behind it? Okay, so what I can see here, yeah, it's a possible rising wedge pattern. So now that I gave you my higher time frames outlook, you know these resistances act as magnet level, and you will probably have a lot of sellers around this zone. Okay, so here I see a possible a kind of rising wedge pattern. So this is usually a bearish continuation pattern. So yeah, it can be something like that. Okay, and if you look at Bitcoin, I said that this area is going to be a neutral phase. So this is 15 minutes. So understand that the lower time frame you use, the lower the probability of your trade will be, especially if you keep your position for many hours. So a trade that can be taken here, if we look at the pattern, yeah, we flipped almost bearish. The last H1 close was also a sell sign below the Kijun. So yeah, the 88K is probably going to be tested within the coming hours. So for the scalpers, I think, yeah, that we are going to test more likely the 88K. You have this support also at 86.5, and you have the lower box low 82, 83, yeah, which will act as big bottom. So currently I feel more bearish for the coming hours and monitor the upper zone I shared. Okay, I hope it's clear for you. Thank you. Thank you for your comments. Yeah, someone asked for Co, but first I would like to show you one token that I found very interesting to trade. It's Shell USDT, so it was a new token that has been listed on Binance recently. Okay, if I'm right, I can compare it to, I think it was an IO token, and I will show you what could happen on it and why I think it's a very good time to take a spot bag. Okay, up, yeah, if you look at IO, okay, so if we compare the boss chart, up, I will clear the cache, up. So I didn't prepare my line, so we are looking it on live. So that's why up, I'm taking some time to prepare the chart. If you look at AO, okay, no, this wasn't this token. I found another token that has been recently listed on Binance, which had similar pattern as Shell, and it pumped 100% after the VC and after the first holder cash outed, because Binance is giving a lot of airdrop, and many people which were in position before the listing are creating a lot of sell pressure at the top to book profit. It's normal, it's logic. And when they are all out, you often see, I will show you, and that's why Shell could outperform the market within the coming days, coming weeks, because I think that most of first holders that took, I don't know if it's the listing price, it was surely probably much lower, but they took at least 70% of gain from the first listing price of Shell. So you can see the huge sell pressure. And now what I noticed is that you had a very big, very important bullish divergence. Look at the RSI here. So the RSI, to explain quickly, from what I know, from what I understand, this represents the strength of the bull pressure you have on the asset. So I will not explain how to calculate it. You can do your research, but it means that if you have a bullish divergence on the RSI, it means that the price is surely oversell and the bullish pressure keep increasing. So it means that you have a lot of more people interested to buy the token, and that's maybe the point of sellers are capitulated. Okay, and it's only a speculation, but we can with this bullish divergence suppose that the bottom is probably in for Shell token. Okay, it's clearly you can see on the H1 outlook here that here we had a very low on the RSI at 10, so it was very oversell. The RSI was very oversell, and you have a highest point here than the price here. Okay, and it keep increase. So in my opinion, you also have, if I'm right, a kind of wedge pattern. Yeah, it should be, if you look at the pattern, the RSI, and I also checked the CCIP beater later. Sorry. Thank you for your positive message. Reversal wedge pattern. Okay. On the other side, yeah, let's take this one. So if you look at the pattern, so keep in mind that despite the lot of fake out, despite the lot of trap and manipulation, if you zoom on the bigger pictures, patterns in trading reflect the psychology of the masses. So it means that with time, here you have a beautiful falling wedge. I love to call it reversal falling wedge because it's surely at the end of a huge bear move, and if it's confirmed, so I bought a bag on spot. I keep increase my bag for shell. I put a stop loss below 0.30, and I hope to not see a final trap. But as you can see, I will show you also on the lower time frame why I took entry. You have a falling wedge, reversal pattern. You have the bull divergence RSI. Okay, so if we break this level and consolidate, I think that let's say a 20 or 30% FOMO, fear of missing out, pump, and pump will be C because most of people who sold in profit will be interested to buy back at very low price once again. So the people who created the panic, the FUD, and booked profit on the others who keep buying at high price will surely be back into the game after a clean breakout. So yeah, I accumulated shell at low price here, and we will review on the next live stream, but I can tell you with 90% of confidence that this spot call will surely end in big win, because if you look at the market, everything is more likely red, but they are still in safe bear trend. You don't have that precedent huge sell pressure, this bull div, and all the bullish component I showed you. And you know, after the breakout, this kind of pump doesn't care, this kind of psychology and FOMO, they don't care about the market sentiment. They will only FOMO, and which it will surely outperform the Bitcoin price. So even if Bitcoin dump, I think that shell will probably act as a how do you say? It will surely act as a liquidity turnover for the market. You understand what I mean? So liquidity from altcoin will surely move into tokens that are outperforming the market. So it's always the same case. You can see if you open your Binance top gainers, you can see that even if the market is full red with minus 30%, you always have few tokens that are moving in full green, because people keep buying and FOMO for some reason one or few tokens. Okay, so here, yeah, I can target to give you my potential target for shell up. So here you have the SSA that could act as a top if we reverse. You can also see that we are forming a Shinku head. This is a very bullish tool on the market to know when a reversal happens. So to be safer, if we are seeing an H4, I'm on a H4 here, on the next or on the few hours, if you are seeing an H4 candle close above 0.3044, that will surely trigger a huge FOMO and a huge bull signal, because you will have also here a Shinku head on ICHIMOKU on the lagging span, which is also a very bullish reversal sign, and in 90% of case, yeah, it leads to a big reversals. So that's why I would like to talk about shell, and I think it will continue to pump. It will stop dumping, and we are near the bottom. And of course, this is not a financial advice. Of course, the price is highly volatile, so we can see something like that to trap people. But if you are on spot, you can have a larger stop loss, maybe 10% should be okay. I don't know, it's up to you. Don't gamble, please, because the volatility is high, and if you leverage, you can lose. What to say? MKR. I will work on other analyses. Drop your analyses. I will post after the stream. I will share my view. Okay, so I see MKR. Solana. Yes, you can comment. I will pick up some of your ID and chart it. Okay, FET, SWI, Shell. Okay, Lisa, thank you. I'm fine. Yeah, very fine. Regarding Shell, yeah, you can put a stop loss maybe below 0.29, and I think it will play with time if you are patient. Don't be upset and don't cry if the price dump 2 or 3%. This is normal. We are still below resistances. Thank you for your comments. So now we are going to move to the most interesting part for you, I think. So how to trade on this market. So usually because I know my lines and I can trade on every volatility tokens, okay? Because if you respect your rules, if you apply a strict risk management, and if you respect your rules strictly, you don't care, you don't much care about volume if you have a tight target on low volatile assets. So, but for the meeting, we are going to work on the Binance token. So I'm on up coin radar. No, yeah, live coin watch. You can select your exchange first. So let's remain on Binance as we are on live with you. Hop. Okay, so it should be all the Binance token. You can look at the top gainers, top losers, but yeah, to find because if you put top gainers and top losers, it usually means that the top gainer are in bull trend. Okay, out of regarding the 24 hours, so the 1 days, it means that if you look at the top gainers, the token is surely in a bull trend, and at the opposite, if you look at the top losers, it means that the token price is surely moving into a bear trend. So it's very easier to trade with ICHIMOKU when you are in a bull and bear trend. So that's why I like to trade assets which are moving on the top gainers page. Okay, so also let's look at the volume as I explained. So how to filter, it's a kind of filter to trade safely. So I look at the 24 hours and I see that here, for example, the Bitcoin price regarding regarding the 1 days, it has not moved. So it means that it's surely pretty neutral. So I avoid the neutral token. Okay. So here I put the volume, the highest volume rate. Okay. And I look, for example, at ENA, and I see that ENA on the last 24 hours, it gained 7%. Okay, so what I will do is then we will look at ENA, and if it's at resistances, because I know that we are more likely in a bearish mood on the market, so I know that if it's at resistances, there will be surely a short-term trade to be taken. Okay, a short position. But if it breaks above resistance and support, I will know that ENA will be a good pick for a scalp long position, for example. Okay, so we have to filter up. So if I look at the daily view, so usually I don't often look at the weekly, monthly when I trade on the short term, but it can give you a very good indication of key support, key resistances. So ENA touch a monthly support, okay, monthly low. You can see that the lagging span here on the weekly is locked. Oh, this is also a very good monthly low here for ENA. It can be a very good time to buy. Just zooming at the weekly. Yeah, so if as long as the lagging span here closed above 0.36, and regarding the chart, I directly know that this is a very oversell prices area, and for the next few days, few weeks, ENA price could easily pump. So just by opening my weekly and monthly view, I can see that it's normal to see ENA pumped because it touched a monthly and weekly support zone. Okay, so we have a direction for the medium term outlook, but if you want to trade on the short term, it's not enough. We have to trade at resistance, short at resistance, and long at support. Okay, so what I see here is that ENA on the daily is exactly at the daily resistance, but if it flips above 0.41 on the daily on the next daily candle close, then there will be a very interesting trade to be taken, at least towards 0.44. So yeah, because I know my lines, and when I see that, I know that there is big chances to see a bullish continuation and a bullish breakout of this level, because if you know well ICHIMOKU, you know the configuration pattern, you can anticipate something. But as I'm cautious, I won't take a long position exactly at resistances. Okay, so in my mind, in my strategy here, I see ENA possible breakout of this level, but I'm not stupid. I will not long at resistances. I will surely wait for lower support to be taken. So what you can do is, in this case, set alert, find lower support that could act as a big bull zone for viewers. For example, here I have 0.38 and I set alert. So once ENA will touch this level, I know that it will surely react upward to break on the next move the resistance I showed you. Okay, so if we dezoom up, so this level, yeah, it's currently pretty neutral, so that's why it's very risky to take a long position here. So I give you some time to look at my chart for ENA, and on the next ones I will move quicker on many alts, and I will try to find you on live one good signal to be taken. Of course this is not a financial advice. Please be agree if you want to trade it. If you are not agree, then don't trade if you are not agree, as risk of losses is important, especially during this bad market period. So as you can see here, if we dezoom, you have a range box. Smart people here, we can try to scalp short, because I don't think this level will be break. This is a daily resistance, so in my opinion there is more chance to see a fake out and a dump to test the lower support I mentioned. And if you see a breakout and consolidation above, then don't hesitate to close, to cut your losses, because if we break a daily resistances, prices could move very fast. So currently, there is a big level to be break at 0.41. There is no bullish confirmation. As you can see, I expect a dump for the short term because the general market is bearish. And you can see there is no confirmation. Also, the lagging span on the H2 basis, we can clearly see a double top and a failure to break above this level. So scalping this range high might be safe, as long as there is no H4 close above this level. Let's try to find what kind of pattern it has. Okay. It's pretty neutral right now, but I think that this could be the bottom for ENA, at least for some weeks, some days. You have also, if Bitcoin dump tomorrow or this week toward 73k, ENA could dump to this support. But as Bitcoin is currently neutral, I think that altcoins are going to consolidate, and there will be one day, one moment that at key support we are going to break above big resistances to test upper levels. So currently on ENA, it's typically a coin that I will skip because it's very neutral. You have no clear defined signal. In case of H4 candle close above 0.4015, then we can target higher levels. But currently, I would wait. So I think that there is some way to deliver alert in case of candle close, but I don't use it as I scroll the market often. So here you see move. Oh, what's this token? It has a lot of volume also. I don't know about these tokens. As you can see on Binance, 1 day volume is almost 400 million. Okay, I didn't know about it, and I see that it pumped 24%. So this is a very interesting coin to be taken more, to be traded more likely. Move USDT. Okay, it's only on move. Okay, Bybit, Bitget. Is it on Binance? This is the same one. No, it's not. Is it? Okay, move. Okay, so it should be this one. So my bad. Okay, I think it's just on Binance futures. Okay, so let's take here. So as you can see, oh, I don't know about this token, but it has a lot of volume. Interesting to see also. Yeah, it looks pretty similar as ENA. You can see on the daily candle close above the 10 can. Here, if it's success, prices made, yeah, a 10% pump. So because it confirmed the daily breakout. Yeah, this is pretty risky for move here. There is a big resistance to be taken, to be crossed. Sorry. So I will not stay much time on it. Yeah, it's currently very neutral. The main trend is bearish, as you can see on the daily, and we are very neutral here. So I don't know the direction it can pump here or dump to retest the 10 can. So this is usually a token that I avoid to trade. So I open the daily view, even if it's highly volatile, I skip, because on the daily basis I don't have a room for a pump. Okay, as you can see, you have a big support here and a big resistance here, so it's pretty neutral. What will be the next move here? I don't know. This is pretty hard to say. Even on the H4 you have a doji, so it can, if you enter in a position, it can dump 6% toward the next case support or pump 8%. So this is very tricky. The H1, maybe if you look at the H1 view, it's still bullish, but there might be a bearish divergence here, as you can see. Oh, very good, very good, very good. Okay, yeah, this can be traded on the short term, in my opinion, because you have a daily resistance area. The lagging span is still below the prices, so it will be very hard to be break. The short term, you have also a bearish divergence, if you see. So that can be a very interesting scalp position to be taken, maybe 3 or 5%. Yeah. Maybe if you follow, I think you can try to put a stop loss above 0.552, maybe 51, and take few percent in a short position, because you have a bearish divergence, daily resistance, and a double top also forming here. And if you look at the H4 support, it has not been touched yet. So I don't know why the price is pumped, but it remains still pretty bearish. If you zoom, there is still many resistance to be break. So there is no reason to FOMO on it yet. And regarding the fact that you have a bearish divergence, huge resistance to be break, and yeah, in my opinion, we are going to retest the 0.47, once again 0.46. You have also a clean, maybe double top here. Of course, set a stop loss because counter trading at the opposite of the trend is very risky. But in my opinion, this resistance won't be break easily. So this is only a short-term outlook. Also, you can notice that this space here is very larger than the Kumo one. You have a lot of volume, but it doesn't mean that resistance will be break. In my opinion, yeah, we might see at least 2 or 3% of dump here from this zone. So this maybe we will see, we'll review it. So that can be for me a good short position with a stop loss above the high, maybe 0 point, yeah, a stop loss above that resistance here, which will correspond to, yeah, this level I saw. You can also see here and here, each time we try to cross this level, each time you had a large sell-off, there is a lot of sell orders. So this level will be hard to be break also, and you have a bear div. So yeah, this might be an interesting setup to be taken for me for up for move token. Okay, so tell me what do you think in the chat. You can comment, tell me your opinion. If you are not agree, if you are agree, you can comment. Okay, I'm here to learn with you also. I'm not sometimes I'm a wizard because of my lines, but even wizards are learning some spells to do the best and to provide the best things to people. So tell me what do you think, and yeah, I won't take it, but I think it's a good one to be taken on move USDT. Let's find another one. APT we say neutral. Near, okay, as you can see near it also have some good volume and it pumped 9%. Okay, so we can expect it to be at resistance because it pumped 10%, just a supposition. Okay, very good, very good. Yeah, that's perfect, that's perfect. Well done. We took TP4 yesterday. Look at the magic on live. Congratulations if you follow my line. If you follow my lines yesterday. So 18 hours ago, up. This is magic. Okay. Look at what happened. Up. I'll show you here. Here. And yeah, let's say the same. Something like that. Oh, this is exactly what happened. Look. Yeah, to show you, this is exactly what happened. You can compare the chart. We took a TP4 in my private group. Up. We took a long entry. I took a long entry here, and ICHIMOKU helped me a lot because, as you can see, I saw a bullish ascending accumulation pattern. I don't know all the pattern names. I don't care. I saw an ascending accumulation pattern. It was a kind of, as you want, triangle. Yeah, you can say triangle if you see something like that. Okay, it was a kind of triangle, kind of wedge ascending. I saw the touch of the weekly support also. I saw you should understand one thing, it helped me a lot to not FOMO and to secure my trade, is you look at the size of each move. As you can see, look at here, look at this size of the dump here, and look at this weak size of pump, for example here. So here you had a first recover, first correction, then you have another low, then you have a flat move, then you have another dump. Here you have a fake out, it was a trap, unfortunately, so people got trapped here. But here, if you look at this move, it was even bigger than the last huge dump. So it surely means, if you just look at the size of the move of the correction, when you have a bigger correction than the precedent low or the precedent correction move, you can often say that the medium term trend is end. So when you have a bigger gap filled here, you can surely say that this was the true bottom, at least for some days, some weeks. If you dezoom at the weekly view also, I knew that we touched a weekly support, monthly support area, yeah, as you can see exactly here on the monthly low. And I called for the dump for the reversal a bit late, but I saw that we had a bullish triangle forming here. And if you look at ICHIMOKU, I waited nicely for the lagging span to break above. Look at this, up. This is very easily to be seen. Up, that was the main resistance here. So it means that prices was unable to break above that high, but as it was a bullish pattern, I knew that there was more chance of breaking out. So at the 15-minute candle close here, and when prices retested the Tenkan Kijun and flipped bullish, I gave a long entry, long signal, okay, and I was totally right, because prices pumped 8%, and as I showed, yeah, it was at this 15-minute candle close, exactly right there we entered, and we had ICHIMOKU confirmation, monthly support, weekly support. We have the higher high made on the above the last precedent consolidation phase, and you have the lagging span confirmation, okay. And if you look at also, I think it was on the H4 chart, yeah, when the prices looks like that, and when it's attacking the flat Kijun line without major dump, you will know that the breakout will be even bigger. So currently near is neutral, and it's very neutral. You can immediately see the neutral phase here. So we took TP4, and that's why I told to my community to book profit and to stay out, because despite the fact that we took a 10% pump, if you look at the daily, nothing is sure. You are still pretty bearish on the weekly. You have many resistance to be crossed on the daily, and the lagging span is still locked below resistances, and it touched the flat. Yeah, we missed the top. I think that there is still a good trade to be taken on near, because we are surely going to test this level again. Yeah, in my opinion, this level or this level. So that's why you know that now near is neutral on the higher time frames, but I think that we are going to see a rejection. So there is a good trade to be taken, because this level won't be break very easily, as it's a weekly and daily resistance. And if I'm right, you surely have a bearish divergence in place and a kind of channel. Yeah, so this is typically triple, I don't know how you call it, but yeah, this is a bearish pattern. If you understand, because I learned from books, from many strategy to understand the patterns. I don't know the name of this pattern, ascending channel maybe. Can you confirm, some people in the, if you are good traders? But I know that, yeah, this is exactly, as you can see, you should have a huge memory to see everything in a glance like this. So we touch a big resistance, daily resistance, exactly at the level I shared, near 10% almost from my lines. We are bearish on the macro time frames, and you have also a bearish divergence. This is exactly what I would like to see. Ascending channel, yeah, it's a trading pattern plan also. So I guess that here we are forming a top, here we are forming a lower high I never know if it's a lower high or higher low. I think it's higher high and higher low here, yeah, if I'm right, for the trader who use this strategy. And as Bitcoin is pretty scary and neutral, so I'm pretty sure that this level won't be break right now. And here we surely have a good trade to be taken on near, because it looks like, yeah, you have, yeah, it's the higher high and the lower high, sorry, so it's lower high. Okay. And so to sum up, here on near, you have a bullish correction phase. I gave you from the bottom to the low to the high, because we saw a weekly support. In my opinion, the bullish correction is most likely over. Okay, that's why I detected it here, because we pumped 10%. So we are in a kind of bearish cycle, because the weekly and the monthly view is bearish. So we touched a daily, weekly resistances. Okay, so this is a bullish correction to test again the main resistances area. And you have a bearish divergence and a bearish reversal pattern. So in my opinion, it makes sense to see near once again testing lower support, as it's still many stuck below many resistances. And often you can define a low with the SSB on ICHIMOKU. So this is why I think this support will be more likely retested. But of course you can reduce your gain. If near a dump 3%, 5%, book your gain, don't hesitate to take it. And the invalidation point here could be, you look at the H1 view, the lagging span, in case of H1 candle close above the SSB. So as you can see here, we got rejected and you had a room for a dump inside the zone for the lagging span also. Honestly, here we can target the mid-range here and the $3.00. So hop, 3.00, which will give you, so that's my strategy. We are into the channel, so you can take a bit higher entry, but if you intend to short, yeah, 3% of dump and maybe 2.5% stop loss, I don't know, can be good. So yeah, comment of course if you have some question. And currently the lagging span is still acting as support, but I think it will be break later. So that's typically the kind of coin. Yeah, as you can see, that's why you should put a stop loss, because I'm not 100% of time right. And when you are highly oversell on the weekly, so 3 is a TP4, obviously we didn't traded it once again. That's why I called you to book profit, because as I explained, the 2.95 will be a magnet level. And look what happened here. Up, it exploded right on the support trend. So this is surely an accumulation channel, and 3 is probably going to test the level I shared. So of course we booked our gains, and that's why it's very important when the market is volatile. So this look like this level will not be tested yet, maybe later. Okay, so 3, if it break and close above the 2.75 on the H4, it will surely move to 3.00. So in my opinion, there is a possible bull signal, yeah, for 3 with this candle. Yeah, Shell is going to break out, that's okay. So let's find other altcoin. Oh, Renzo, okay. Renzo, it pumped 20% today. Let's see. Okay, so it pumped 20% over the last 24 hours. I think that Renzo is going to move higher once again. Yeah, it can look at this. Renzo is showing very interesting bull reversal signs, as you can see. Look at the accuracy of ICHIMOKU. Wow, this is doji on the weekly. On the weekly, yeah, you have a beautiful doji. So it means that prices pumped 25%, tested the Tenkan, then dumped 30%. This market is very hard to be traded. So yeah, Renzo is very neutral, but regarding my experience, when you have a pattern like this, it means that it's surely an accumulation phase and a retest before to see a breakout. So this is surely a bottom for Renzo. The next target could be, yeah, this SSA and the middle of this zone, 0.33. I think that there is a good spot bet to be tried, because you can see clearly the volume increased on Renzo. Okay, yeah, look at this range. I think this is a very good time to take a spot entry on Renzo above this range box, as you can see. So if Bitcoin price gets stabilized, so I think that Renzo could flip and move higher because it broke nicely above this range zone. The volume increased a lot, and if you look at what I said, we have surely a bullish divergence. Yeah, this is crazy. Look at the bull div here also. So that's why we have a pretty similar shame on Shell USDT. Yeah, you can clearly see. So currently, yeah, I think that Renzo is very interesting to be traded. Even with leverage, if you book the support, you can easily grab a 2, 3, 5% move with a stop loss below the range high. In my opinion, yeah, the lowest points that can be tested might be here, yeah, at the open drive. But currently, yeah, Renzo looks very interesting. Maybe it's neutral now. If we can wait for a touch, I think I will put bull order on my lines here at the SSB here at 0.020, let's say 0.090, 50. There might be a very good bull orders to be taken here. Yeah, around that zone. It's still very neutral on the H1, but if it can retest properly the range high here, we may see other bull orders. I mean order book. Oh, that was pretty good. Falling wedge. Nice breakout of the range. Nice retest of the range. Oh, this is beautiful. So to explain, you have accumulation phase here with this beautiful range area. Let's decrease it. Sorry. You had a beautiful breakout of the range. Okay. Then it was surely a trap. You saw a falling wedge pattern to retest the range high resistance here with a large candle to confirm the breakout. For me, it's a breakout confirmation here. I have almost no doubt with the bullish divergence RSI also. If we can get a lower test here, maybe 50% fib. Well, it's far above. Maybe, yeah, a bit lower. I will give a spot try because Renzo, yeah, might make another 80%. Yeah, this is a risk reward is very huge for Renzo. You have also, yeah, the very big bull divergence. You have the trend reversal confirmation. Not confirmation because we are not bullish. This is only a sign of reversal. Let's say sign of reversal because the lagging span clearly broke above the Tenkan here. So currently Renzo is neutral, okay. So that's why you have this low, this is a support I look for, 0.01950 here to be tested. So for the short term, the entry is surely hard to say. It's surely hard to say if it will be touched. But for the medium term, I'm pretty sure that we are going to see another pump, okay? And this level may be the biggest one to look at as resistances. So what's next for Renzo? I expect a range sideways phase into this zone. If you look at my chart, something like that, maybe to confirm, to test the range breakout. And if we made a clean, if we can make a clean breakout above 0.25, then it will surely unleash a big price pump potential, because if you look at the chart, Renzo, I don't think it's a scam. It's a very good project, DeFi project. Let's see. Okay, we can be at the bottom of the channel here. You have also a very nice, look at this, this is very beautiful. That was, yeah, if you look at the daily, just looking back at the RSI, it was very easy to say that this zone would have acted as a bottom. You have also a clean double bottom here that have been made. So usually when you have a double bottom on the daily basis, on the weekly basis, you know that this level acts as reversal area for the medium term outlook. So if I'm right, Renzo, and if I draw the mid, maybe mid, yeah, resistance channel, we may see, yeah, the 0.4033 I drew earlier. Yeah, I think this resistance area can easily be retested during the next few days, few weeks. Yeah, it's still 80%. Look at the risk reward here, it's insane. So even if you took it on spot, yeah, 40% of dump, it's also a big losses to handle. So that's why I put it lower. Yeah, but the risk reward is pretty high for Renzo. This is an asset that I will look for the next, for spot. It looks very interesting. I'm still in Shell, so if Shell moved before Renzo, I will probably move my phone into Renzo. Okay, if you follow. What to say next? Hop, do you have some question? If yes, you can comment, please. Yeah, $3. Okay, I share this setup on ADA. I think it's TP3 right now. So you can see the difficulties of this market, and why I told to people, oh yes, nice. This is exactly what happened. Oh, genius. Since yesterday, look, I will show you. Yeah, people might be very happy because I told them that I told people to book profit as SWI showed potential reversal sign. So even if they booked profit, you don't have to cry because you took some profit. But I called for the $3 to be tapped, to be touched. I never called for the short position, okay? Because I knew that this level was a magnet point, and something like that could happen. But it happened on the bullish side, and people were still in SWI, so that's pretty cool. We booked TP4. Look up what I said yesterday. Yeah, this is insane. Congratulations if you took hit. Yeah, it's pretty cool, pretty cool. Up. If I look at SWI. No. Show you. Okay. Well, I will do things differently. If we look at SWI, on the same time frame. That's pretty cool. Yeah, so that was yesterday. We long at up to show you that I'm not a liar, and if you scroll my page, you will see everything, and why I will explain why I took 3 position also on live. This is a very good lesson for you, I think. Up, 3 weekly support area. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, 12k view. Thank you for your support. Yeah, look, this is what I shared yesterday. We were at 2.5, and the current price, we were the March 5, so yesterday, $2.5, almost 20% of pump if you followed my lines once again. So that's pretty cool. I'm happy for you, and I will show you, try to remember why I took this position. Okay, so I cut here in profit because it was a kind of ascending rising wedge, falling wedge, sorry. So as it was below resistances, I thought that another dump could happen, but it's okay, it's like this. So congratulations. Oh, you can see the lagging span on the 30 minutes. This is a very good indication of why you should not short below or above the Kumo. Okay, so that was a clean breakout. So why I decided on why I called for 3 long position, it was because of this simply. When you look at the weekly view, how to not think that this bottom would have not been act as very good spot zone for the bullies. Currently, we remain bearish. If you draw the main downtrend, I think that prices could explode if it break above this uptrend. But for now, we don't know. It touched K resistances, so we don't know if this or this will happen. But what I said is that we tested this magnet resistance perfectly. So as we tested a K resistance, you should not FOMO right now. Many people will FOMO bull. How many of you booked this level and got a 5% dump? I think many of you FOMO pumped, FOMO bull. But that was a big mistake, and if you know the chart, sadly I didn't see. I would have short this level. But yeah, this is like that. Currently I took a position because up on the daily we had these patterns. If you look at the H4, yeah, we'll zoom on the H1. Yeah, we were yesterday, yeah, we were here. So this is exactly why I took position on 3. The lagging span, usually it's very easy with ICHIMOKU to know if there is a trend reversal or if the bear or bull move is over or not. I look at monthly weekly support zone, okay? You look at, then you will move on the H1 time frames and you look at the lagging span, the black line here on ICHIMOKU, and when it broke above the neutral phase on the support, when it broke above and consolidate above the prices, you know with a certain accuracy that it's surely going to move upward or downward regarding the trend size, the trend move. But here we tested perfectly up. I'll show you, as you can see. So that was the monthly weekly support I spotted on my chart. Okay, here you wait for the consolidation phase to be safer, or at least if you want to trade it, you wait for a double bottom. Never be caught at the middle of a consolidation move. Okay, this is very important. You open the H1 for the scalper, maybe 15 minutes, and you look what the lagging span is doing. All this bear move here started from this confirmation point here. The lagging span is below, so one candle is 1 hour here. Okay, so this is very important to know the time frames you are looking at. all these bearish phases from here with the confirmation on the Kumo cross. This is beautiful. Okay, here from the 2 Mars to the 4 Mars, there was no sign of reversal. Okay, each time prices were traded below the Tenkan Kijun, so each time it means all pumped were trapped and people got trapped. Before we saw a first reversal here, okay, with the lagging span. No, I think the first reversal was here when the prices clearly crossed above the Tenkan, but it was not confirmed. The confirmation we got up with the lagging span, you can draw the 26 bar below. Okay, so the first true confirmation we got, it was here. Yeah, once the lagging span crossed above the Tenkan and once prices consolidate above the Kijun line. This is very important. So because if you trade too quickly and if you are impatient, here there was good chances to saw another dump. We were not sure. Here you have much more chance to see after a consolidation above the Kijun. We had much more chance to see others bullish reaction because you have confirmation here. You have prices consolidating above the Kijun, and the breakout signal for me was given at this up range breakout and retest confirmed by the lagging span. So that's why I gave yesterday. I can show you the signal we took. So here I decided, as near yesterday, I decided to took long entry. We took a TP4 around that zone, so that was a short-term trade. So we took a 4 TP with 1.2% per target. It was a TP4, so it was a success. And then we could have easily retested this zone, so we took all profit. And I plan to long once again at this level, but unfortunately you saw this level was not it. So it's okay, we missed it, no problem. We booked profit, we didn't took losses. And I called for the 2.9 $3.0 to be touched because it corresponds to the Kijun, simply the Kijun lines. And if you look at the ICHIMOKU daily, you can clearly see with some skills that it was the precedent huge support area, which led to a huge dump after the breakout here and confirmation of breakout. Okay, so currently I won't trade 3 again, except if it can test this low, because you know the volatility, you know, look at the volatility, it's insane. And it was very easy for me. If I was on my chart, I would have taken a short position here. I would have probably earned 40% as I trade with 10 leverages. It was a very easy 40% of gain if you follow my lines. Congratulations, because you know that this level will have act as a big sell area, big resistance area, as I explained many times in my chart. Okay, regarding here also, this is exactly what happened. And even if we can target higher level, because surely 3 touch probably a good bottom, I won't trade this area because it's a total gambling to open a position at the middle of zone like that. My goal here, if I want to trade 3, is to wait for a lower test of the support after the breakout, maybe 50% fib here, or the lower golden pocket here, so you can probably safely took a long position to scalp some percent at this level, or short once again here, because I doubt that we are going to see a daily breakout right now. Okay, and the stop loss should be above this level. So this is very beautiful example of how to wait for confirmation to buy take a safe trade. It's very interesting to see that we also broke with a large candle here. So if prices consolidate above the channel here, we are going to see another probable pump, or at least a retest of this channel. And the exit point and the reversal point, as we are bearish on the higher time frames. So if you trade 3, I recommend you to cut your position once again. If you want to do a spot trade, to cut your position and accept losses if prices doesn't manage to hold above the 2.6, 2 points, let's say 2.6. Yeah, it's the lowest K psychological level, but at the open draft candle, this support zone will be very important to watch on for the next medium term move. So we could see something like that, but in case of bearish consolidation here, we will surely going to dump lower. So you see that you can trade on each side, but the goal is to never be trapped at the middle of a move. So congratulations if you worked the bottom here, and congratulations if you took TP4 with me yesterday with a 6% move given on live. Okay, so I think that I took ADA USDT, and yeah, I would like to show you why on the main times when Bitcoin is neutral, why many people are getting trapped. Okay, this. Why many people are getting trapped, because most of beginners think that when Bitcoin is bearish, altcoins are moving down. When Bitcoin is bullish, altcoins are moving upward. This is totally true, and this is totally wrong also. Most of the market is driving by Bitcoin, but there is some zone, some breakout. For example, did you see most of altcoin pumped on the hourly basis, like ADA 80% in 2 hours? No, I don't think so. So if Bitcoin dumped and ADA exploded, how many of people got trapped by shorting here? I guess many of you. And on the main times, if you look at the same up time frames regarding ADA, which is a billion cap, and 3, which is also a billion cap, if you look at the same chart to show you that this is a perfect example of the market psychology and why it does not often and does not at all time reflect and give the main trend, is that 15 minutes ago at 15 hours, 3, for example, made a 12% pump, and on the main times at the same hours, ADA keep dumped 2%. So you have a perfect example of why you should not only focus on Bitcoin, and especially why altcoins are moving differently, and why ICHIMOKU is very helpful to select carefully which altcoins are tradable or not. So that's why I see some people most of the time getting trapped, because they see Bitcoin dumping because of some bad news, but they are shorting top gainers, shorting strong coin against the market. So this is not how it works, and it doesn't mean that if you short top losers that this one will keep dumping, because it can also be on K support, and when it's on K support, the reactions are even stronger at the reversal. So yeah, you should understand this. And I think that my ADA short position we took here, yeah, it's already a TP3 or TP2. So congratulations to my followers once again. I took a short position and I will finish the stream on it. Why I took a short position? It's because we are pretty neutral, okay, but we were also at K resistance daily, and we didn't touch and confirm a potential breakout. So yeah, ADA was a clear pump and dump scam for some reason. Many people got trapped You add the perfect on the daily basis invalidation because the lagging span has not closed above the SSA and inside the Kumo. Okay, so it got rejected exactly almost below the cloud. So when you saw a candle close like that, you know that you will surely going to move to retest lower support because of the rejection. So this fake pump probably caused a lot of losses. A lot of people don't know how they lose, why they lose, because they don't know how to read the chart correctly, I think, for most of beginners. And they don't wait for breakout confirmation, so this is very important. And why ICHIMOKU, I love it, because you have to wait for lagging span confirmation breakout. So I'm going to start 100k, 100 USDT to 1000 USDT challenge on futures. I'm already up 150% on my copy trading page. But the challenge will start the 15th March. So if you want to follow, you can go on my profile page and follow the challenge with me. You can subscribe and deposit on the exchange to follow. Okay, so ADA, yeah, I took a short position here because I saw that we are into a neutral zone and we had a beautiful uptrend breakout as well and retest. This is as simple as that. So we took a short entry around this zone. Usually you know that I love to give 1% per target with 5 leverage on futures. So it was a 3% of dump, so we secured 75% of gain, so that's pretty cool. And as explained, from this level, I think that ADA could potentially retest the $0.84 and the 0.88 as intermediate, I don't know what you say in English, sorry, as medium support area. Okay, and maybe I can see a kind of, yeah, it's very hard to detect. It can be a kind of head and shoulders pattern also, as you can see. Sometimes it's not as easy as that to detect it with the neckline which was here. So that's why it caused a rejection here, because it's a bearish pattern, if you understand it. So it's very hard to say if it's a left shoulder, if it was the head point, and here we can have kind of right shoulders and the breakout has been confirmed and retested here. And ADA is going to dump some others percent. I think you should book 100% of your profit at 0.88 and put a stop loss above that high if you are in position. So yeah, that's pretty cool. 5% of dump. So congratulations for followers once again. We keep booking profits on my VIP group. Yeah, this is why also 3. This is exactly what I told you. If you booked here, you got trapped minus 45% with leverage, with 10 leverage. So that's why this market is not for the beginners. If you want to trade, please do spot trading when you don't have knowledge. This is much easier. Accumulate spot, bag, do DCA, and be confident on what you invest on, because this market is full of manipulation. Only a few KOL I know are profitable over the long term. So you have 90% of scammers in trading, and you know that I'm not a scammer. I share you every day my lines. I prove that my content is very good to BC. Even if you don't like it, you should learn what you have to take on my content. And sometimes I can have wrong. I accept the losses and I showed you when I'm wrong, and I learn from the mistakes. So yeah, I want to say that this month in my VIP, out of 16 positions, we have 13 win. So this is more like 80% of win rate once again. So feel free to join my private trading group. Inside I shared more information, more data of course, and this is not a financial advice. You are free to follow or not. That's all. Thank you for following. Congratulations if you book some gain, and please review and focus on higher time frames level I shared, because I guess that many of you won't be able to handle big volatility on the short terms. So be careful of it and always focus on the higher time frames, as it reflects the most important support and resistances with the most and higher accuracy. So pretty good for ADA. Up, yeah, congratulations to the followers once again, and enjoy the game. See you later. Thank you. I will work maybe in 2 hours on your chart request. I secured FET, SEI USDT, FET USDT, Ondo USDT. Maybe ADA once again after the touch of many of the lower support. MKR of course, and that's it. Thank you. Thank you. Let me share my link, and see you later. Bye bye. Thank you.